One of the most important factors to look at when buying a motorhome is what floor plan is going to work best for the way you are going to travel and how many people you are going to be traveling with. That's why the Four Winds features a number of fantastic floor plans, all designed to deliver an unforgettable journey. Hi, I'm Steve from Thor Motor Coach, and this is the 2022 Four Winds Class C RV. So each Four Winds floor plan are going to have a lot in common. You're going to have a living area, you're going to have a kitchen, you're going to have a bathroom, you're going to have a bedroom. But they all have their special touches, like the 25M, seen here in the Home Collection decor, which is available on all Four Winds floor plans. We're starting in the living area with the Dream Dinette. You have built-in wireless phone charging, you have cup holders for the ride, and notice the speakers below. You can use the dash radio for music here. And there is a lot of storage up above. Checking out your campsite kitchen, you have a flip-up countertop. There's a cover for the sink. This is the perfect place for a cookbook. You have your 3-burner gas cooktop oven, and your microwave is right next to all of these kitchen cabinets you will love filling up. You also have this pantry, perfect for your favorites, along with your double-door fridge. Your other seating option in the 25M is right here, this great-looking sofa. Go ahead, sit back, catch up on all your favorite social media sites. You do have charging ports and plugs right here. This also doubles as a nightstand as you are looking at a Murphy bed. So go ahead, pull it down and climb in for a good night's sleep. Even with the bed down, you still have access to the large dresser top, surrounded by storage. And in the bathroom, you'll find your closet. So after you wind it down for the day, or you're just getting the day started, you'll like the convenience of the way the bathroom in the rear of the 25M is set up. As we take one more look, check out the over-the-cab bunk. You have an easy-to-store collapsible ladder, and this bunk has an 800-pound capacity. Time to check out the inside of the 28Z. Now you have something different going on in your living area, the optional theater seats. This is the place you want to be on movie night. Every Four Winds has a TV, and most floor plans have an HDMI distribution box, so go ahead, hook up a gaming console or a streaming device and watch anything, anywhere, because your Four Winds comes standard with the WineGuard Connect 2.0 4G hotspot and Wi-Fi extender. Using your favorite mobile provider or by using a data plan through WineGuard, you can set up your own safe, secure, 1-password 4G hotspot. And because it's a Wi-Fi extender, you can pull in nearby signals at your favorite campground. Every Four Winds in the lineup comes standard with the Dream Dinette. When you are out and about, you'll appreciate having the versatility of using this area for meals. Use it as a game table or even a work desk, and it makes into a bed. Campside, we have a sofa or theater seating, you choose. The sofa makes into a bed, and the theater seats are great to kick back in. So let's check out this kitchen. The under-counter lighting is a nice touch. You have a large sink, a 3-burner gas cooktop, a pop-up outlet, which is great for watching those online recipes, so you can put a new recipe to the test in the oven, and look at all the storage you have above. Having space in the bathroom is not an issue in the 28Z. Look at this, roomy countertops and a place for fresh towels underneath. Heading into the bedroom, where we find this comfortable north-south queen bed, there's a closet on each side, along with a large nightstand with all the outlets you need. We're going to grab one last peek at the 28Z, and here we are in the 31W. With a full wall slide, this really opens up your living area. So whether you are here in the Dream Dinette having breakfast, getting a little work done, or even entertaining or sleeping as this makes into a bed, the versatility here is unbeatable. On the other side, you have a few options. You can go with the jackknife sofa or the theater seating. Don't you love having choices? You can't go wrong with either, and both make a great spot for movie night. Every Four Winds is going to make sure you have entertainment options when you choose to stay in. You'll have a cable-ready TV in the living area. There is satellite backer on the roof if you want to add a dish, so no matter where you are, you'll be able to catch up on all your favorite shows, movies, and games. One thing that's great about RV travel is having a kitchen setup like this so you can make your own meals while you are on the go. And you can do it all in this kitchen right here. You have solid surface counters and sink covers for the large single bowl stainless steel sink. You have a dual burner gas cooktop with single electric induction burner, a convection microwave, a residential refrigerator, and a pantry. Walking down the hall into the bathroom, and the 31W has some nice features in here, like the shower with glass door, you have counter space around the sink, and every Four Winds has a porcelain foot flush toilet. One of the really impressive features about the 31W is the sheer amount of closet space you have in here. You have a large closet here, another here, not to mention the storage you have in the dresser. The 31W has a queen bed with large nightstands on each side with charging ports. If you need more sleeping space, then check out what the 31E is serving up. This is your bunkhouse Four Winds. Seating options in the living area are the dinette, and if you travel with little ones, a child safety tether is optional on the booth. The wireless charging is right here. What's really nice about the sofa setup in here is the shelf behind it. You even have cup holders here too. Here at the entry on the 31E is where you'll find your control panel. Every Four Winds has one, and this is where you'll check your tank levels. Put your slides out, start the 4,000 watt generator. In some cases, set the climate for the dual roof mounted ACs, and on some floor plans, lower your one-touch leveling jacks. The 31E kitchen gives you all the tools you need to work with, like the cooktop with 2 gas burners, you have the single induction cooktop, you have the convection microwave. There are solid surface counters around the large sink. There's even a matching cover if you need a little more room to grind fresh coffee in the morning. Now where the stove would be, you have 2 large drawers and there are cabinets above for storage. Across, you'll find your residential fridge and your pantry. Moving to the bunks, where each camper has their own space. There's a tablet holder, charging ports, and these handy storage nets. The bath in the 31E has 2 ways to enter, and it provides you with all the amenities you need in a bathroom. In the bedroom, we find a queen bed. Look at the size of this nightstand. All the outlets you need are here. 110, USB, and 12 volt. When it comes to storage, you can see it all here. Your closet, your dresser, and on some floor plans, a TV. And just like that, we're ready to hit the road. And just like the floor plans, you have options under the hood. So I'll open the door for you, hop on in, and we'll go for a ride. You have 2 chassis choices when it comes to the Four Winds, a Ford and a Chevy. We're going to start in the Ford, we'll walk you through the dash, we'll hit the road, and then we'll jump into the Chevy. Here in the Ford, pretty basic controls. It's just like getting into any Ford vehicle. You have power windows and you have your door locks and auto headlights. In this particular Four Winds, you do have remote heated mirrors. They do have an integrated camera in the ends of those mirrors, so whatever is in the field of view will show up right here on your display screen, which we'll walk through in just a minute. You do have an emergency start button down below. On your steering wheel, you do have tilt and telescoping features, so you can dial in the perfect ride for you. As we walk through the steering wheel here, you do have a thumb pad on the left. The buttons below are for your cruise control. We will set that when we take this out to put Godzilla to the test. The thumb pad right up here goes through the menu on your dashboard. Your Four Winds has a tow haul mode on it. We'll talk about your transmission once we get this out on the road. Moving on over to your center stack here, we have all of your HVAC controls, hazard lights, you do have USB-C, 2 USB-A ports, you do have a 12 volt port right there, you do have a button for your traction control on and off, a lot of storage up front for you and your passenger for cups, change, sunglasses, smartphones, whatever you need, you can store it right up front with you. Diving into your infotainment center here, feature packed. What's great about this is you do have Sirius XM satellite radio, so all kinds of music and information, whatever you want to listen to, you can find there. You have Android Auto, you have Apple CarPlay as well. We talked about your 8,000-pound hitch on your drive. If you'd like to pull up that backup camera at any point during your trip or even leave it on while you drive, just hit the camera button and there it is. You can go back home by pressing the home button over here. You do have hard buttons. Your volume up is here. This is how you can either mute or turn the system on or off. Volume down right here. You do have Bluetooth capabilities on here, so you can connect your phone for hands-free call. Bluetooth phone right there, Bluetooth audio, so if you have a favorite playlist, you'd like to stream that, you can do that. You do have a couple of equalizer settings, and you do have a number of settings over here as well if you'd like to adjust the date and time. You're going to find some similar features in the Chevy. We'll talk about that, but first, it's time to take Godzilla out for an RV road test. If you go with the Ford chassis, you have a couple of options, the E350 and the E450. Really the only difference is on the 450 you have a larger GVWR and a larger GCWR, so you're going to get a little more towing capacity. Whether you go with the E350 or the E450, Godzilla is resting under the hood. That is a 7.3 liter V8, 350 horsepower, 468 pound-feet of torque. You want to hear Godzilla roar? Then put the hammer down. You have a 6-speed select shift torque shift transmission on this. We talked about the tow haul mode. We talked about giving you manual control as well. A few safety features I want to talk about. One is hill start assist. You also have electronic stability control. The last feature I want to talk about on the Ford, and you're going to find this on your Chevy as well, and it depends on your floor plan, is Smooth Tech suspension. It's a great setup. It's an airless suspension system. It's going to soak up all of that road shock. It gives you a smoother ride, not a stiffer ride, a smoother ride. That's why it's called Smooth Tech. You also get up to 4 extra inches of suspension travel. So that's the nuts and bolts of the Ford. Now it's time to show you around the Chevy. So this is the Chevy, and we are going to get that brand new V8 out on the road in just a moment here. But first I want to walk you through the dash. There's a lot of similarities between the Ford, such as the infotainment center. Everything there is identical. The controls are a little different though. You do have the heated remote mirrors with the integrated cameras, and again, anything in the field of view is going to show up right here in the infotainment center. Controls for your windows, you have your power locks, your auto headlights, you do have controls over here for some lighting. You do have a digital tachometer, so on your gauge cluster, you have your oil pressure, your coolant temperature, your battery voltage, and your fuel gauge, and then a giant speedometer. Your tachometer is digital, so you control that through all of these buttons here. Well, let's go ahead and go through these buttons here. So standard, you have how many miles you have on the vehicle and the outside temperature. You have a trip meter A, you have trip meter B, you have how many miles you have left in the tank, your average fuel economy, how much fuel you've actually used. You do have a timer, maybe set that to know that, all right, every 2.5 hours I'm going to take a break so I'm not sleepy. You have your average speed, and then you have your tachometer. Next button down shows you how much oil life you have remaining. You can change the units to English or metric, how many hours you have on your engine. We go to the third button down. You can display your language here. If you want to change languages, you can do that. And this is where you can tweak settings such as your auto door lock. You can change the delay on that. You can change the lighting. You can factory reset. So a number of different buttons there, and the check mark below is once you change that setting, you hit the check mark, that setting will then be stored. This is a tilt steering wheel, so you can get this set up how you want it. Over here, controls for your wipers. This is your gear shift. You do have a manual mode on here, plus or minus. All you do is put your gear shift in M, and then you are in control of how your four-wind shifts. Buttons right over here are for your cruise control. If you are towing, you have a tow haul mode button right over here, and that is just going to change your shift patterns. That way your transmission does not run too hot. Up top, HVAC, and then down below you have a couple of 12-volt ports here. This is really nice. If your passenger wants to plug in a laptop while you're driving, this is the place to do it. And you do have your traction control right there. A lot of great storage up here. Cup holders, places for wallets and sunglasses, and this great cubby right here. Throw some change in there, throw your sunglasses, a phone, whatever you need, can be stored right there. I'm going to try and find my sunglasses and hit the road because this Chevy is a phenomenal drive. So what do you say we get this Four Winds out for an RV road test? The bow tie really stepped up their game this year. Brand new 6.6 liter V8 under the hood. This is laying down 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque. Great for putting the hammer down. That is a nice sound. Chevy always does their V8s right. So what do you do with all that power? You tie it into a 6-speed heavy-duty transmission. That's exactly what this Four Winds has underneath. Now it's electronically controlled. You do have overdrive and a tow haul mode. We showed you the button on the dash, and that tow haul mode does include cruise-grade braking and powertrain-grade braking. Standard safety features on this Four Wind help keep you straight and narrow, even down the tiniest of 2-lane highways like we are on right now. You have StabiliTrak stability control and traction control system. You also have electronic stability control with traction assistance. Now that does include electronic trailer sway control, which is really handy to have, and you do have hill start assist. Pretty smooth ride on these bumpy roads. That's because you have front independent suspension with the front stabilizer bar and 2-stage leaf springs in the back. It doesn't matter if you want the Chevy or the Ford in your Four Winds, both are going to be great when they power you off to camp, which is exactly where we are headed, so we can show you around the exterior of this Four Winds. So after you choose your floor plan and your chassis, you're ready to set up camp. Every Four Winds has 30 amp shore power with an automatic transfer switch with power protection. 100 watts of solar charging is optional on most floor plans, but every Four Winds comes with a 12-year structural, 6-year lamination, and 1-year limited warranty. That's the best in the industry. Every floor plan is going to give you exterior storage, but check out the bay on this 31W. Go ahead, load it all in here, even your own grill, as most floor plans have an exterior propane connection. So even when you're set up in the mountains, with no restaurants around for miles, you'll be able to enjoy grilling up all your favorites. Oh, we're not done out here yet. Let's put out the power awning and turn on those LED lights. On some Four Winds floor plans, you have an exterior TV. So find that scenic drive, an out-of-the-way place to camp, and make your trip unforgettable. The Four Winds is ready. This is the 2022 Four Winds. For all the features, specs, and to find the Four Winds floor plan made to fit you, visit thormotorcoach.com.
If you would like to see sales prices from the only full-line and fully authorized Thor Motor Coach dealership in the world, visit Motorhome Specialist at MHSRV.com or call 800-335-6054. Motorhome Specialist is the #1 volume-selling motorhome dealership in the world, with over $165 million in inventory to choose from, all at one central location, making it easy to fly in from anywhere in the country and then drive your new dream motor coach home. You will also enjoy the premier delivery process that can only be found at MHSRV. From the extensive pre-check and make-ready process to the only dealership performed and fully automated rain booth test in the industry, you'll see a world of difference at Motorhome Specialist. These additional detail and inspection processes are just a few of the countless steps taken here at Motorhome Specialist to help ensure that you not only receive a better selection and price, but also the unparalleled quality and service that you deserve to go along with it. So get busy living in an all-new Thor Motor Coach from Motorhome Specialist today. Why pay more? Why settle for less?